Everything to know about the Morgan dollar. One of my viewers asked me if I could do a video on the Morgan silver dollar, one of the most collected, if not the most collected U.S. coin. This is Coins Roc. Stay tuned as I give you a brief history. The Morgan silver dollar, named after its designer, U.S. Mint assistant engraver George T. Morgan, was minted from 1878 until 1904 and again in 1921. A modern version was struck in 2021 to mark the 100th anniversary of the end of production, and pieces were struck again in 2023 for an annual release, having missed 2022 because of supply chain issues. Following the discovery of large quantities of silver in the Comstock lode, the Bland-Allison Act was passed, requiring the Treasury to purchase between $2 and $4 million worth of silver each month to be coined into silver dollars. This was supported by the mining interest to prop up the price of silver. The problem was that the supply of silver dollars far exceeded the demand, and many bags of Morgans, after they were minted, were stored away in the Treasury vaults, all but forgotten in some cases until the 1960s. In 1918, to help out the British government, the Pittman Act was passed, authorizing the U.S. government to melt down up to 350 million silver dollars. Eventually, over $270 million were melted down and sold to the United Kingdom at the price of $1 per troy ounce. In all, over 650 million Morgans were struck. Exact survival records are unknown, especially because of the large quantities melted down. PCGS CoinFacts estimates overall survival at around 10% of the total mintage, still a large number. Until 1964, U.S. citizens could redeem paper money, known as silver certificates, for silver dollars at a U.S. Treasury mint on demand. From November 1962 until March 1964, millions of dollars were redeemed. Some dates that previously were regarded as scarce were all of a sudden very common. Among the long-forgotten bags were more than 2.8 million coins from the Carson City Mint. These were held back and not used for redemptions because of their greater value. These coins are transferred to the GSA, or General Services Administration, and between 1972 and 1980 were sold off through a total of 7 mail bid auctions, generating more than $107 million in revenue. The key date to the series is the 1893 S with a mintage of only 100,000, most of which were placed into circulation, and few were saved in mint state. In 2021, a rare MS-67 sold by Great Collections for $2,086,875. In 1895, mint records show that 12,000 were minted, but only the 880 proof coins were thought to actually exist. A subset of collecting is by variety. Two researchers, Leroy Van Allen and George Mallis, spent decades identifying different varieties of Morgans, known as VAM types. Van is a combination of the initials of their last names. First published in the late 1950s, their VAM book revolutionized how Morgans are collected, now by variety. The varieties identified in their book are accepted as the standards used today by the major third-party grading services. While putting together a complete date and mint mark set is an expensive undertaking, there are a number of ways to collect Morgans. One option is to collect a complete set by date, not mint mark. In the PCGS price guide, a complete set in MS-64 is $26,625. In AU-55, it's under $6,900. You can also collect different VAM varieties. Some like to collect Morgans with attractive toning, others save GSA issues, or you could assemble a Carson City set. Regardless of how you collect Morgans, they remain one of the most popular, if not the most popular series of U.S. coins to collect. This has been Coins Roc. I hope you enjoyed this brief background on the Morgan silver dollar. If so, please subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you.